Season 1, Episode 2, Waffles and the Weight of Belonging. The porch doesn't sleep the same way twice. Most nights it settles slowly, wood cooling, the rockers going still, the yard beyond the steps releasing the last warmth it borrowed from the afternoon. But that night, it held something. The bear had been awake all of it, easy and unhurried in the way of creatures who carry their stillness with them. He'd stayed beside Brent until the sleeping was deep and certain, then slipped inside to the kitchen before the sky had committed to any particular colour. There was work he wanted to do before morning made itself known. Whatever he was cooking came through the kitchen window, left open the way it usually was, and moved across the porch to where Brent lay in his rocker, quilt migrated toward the floor, one sock missing. Brown butter. Brent would have known that anywhere. Something floral and smoky that belonged to no category he could name. And something else. Dark and sweet and just barely tart. A fruit smell with some depth to it. Something that almost landed in the place where childhood memories live, but didn't quite get there. He'd smelled it before, maybe, or something close to it. He couldn't place it. He didn't try hard. He was still mostly asleep.
I used to think mornings were a kind of cruelty. The way light insists on showing up even when you didn't ask for it, even when you're not ready to be seen. But this one started with a smell I didn't have a name for.
He wakes in the rocking chair, quilt askew, dried tear salt in the corner of his eye. For a half-second he hovers in that suspended place, the last morning of his old life, where he is alone and doesn't know yet that he isn't. A breath held in the chest, waiting for the world to decide what shape it will take. Then he hears the humming, deep, comforting, unmistakably bare. He sits up. Through the open door, through the kitchen window, the bear moves like he's known the layout forever. He's wearing the same apron, but it's now dusted with powdered sugar and something that glistens faintly. A deep, dark fruit, blooming like dusk across linen.
Good morning.
You cook?
Only when people are hungry.
Is this a dream?
If it is, at least you're finally getting breakfast in your dreams.
Brent walks inside, still half in sleep stumble, and stops short at the spread. A plate of golden waffles, crisp on the outside, soft as memory in the middle. A ramekin of sauce, steaming, that dark berry colour, the smell of it now fully present and still unnamed. Potatoes diced and kissed with rosemary, roasted garlic, bits of sausage. Toast, fresh squeezed orange juice, coffee so strong and right it felt like an argument won.
You didn't have to do all this.
I didn't. I wanted to. There's a difference.
I don't usually eat with people.
Then consider this the beginning of an exception.
Brent takes the first bite and freezes, the waffle, the sauce together. His eyes brim just a little. Senti sees it immediately, and without drawing attention to it, turns back toward the stove, adjusting nothing in particular, standing with his back to the moment, so it can belong to Brent alone. The kind of privacy only someone paying very close attention knows to give.
What is this? The sauce. What is that?
Boysenberry.
I don't think I've ever actually had one. Well, it's like jazz.
Yeah, I listened while you played last night. Thought I'd pair the notes with breakfast.
No frittata, I notice.
I know a man who's been wounded by eggs. I would never betray him like that.
They both laugh.
You're staying, aren't you?
I'm already home.
Later, Brent pulls a leather journal from beside the rocker, worn at the corners, a dark stain along the bottom edge that had been there so long it had become part of the cover, and writes something inside.
The bear cooks. The bear stays. Maybe the porch doesn't have to be a waiting room anymore. Maybe it's a kitchen.
As he closes the journal, Senti slides the ramekin of boysenberry closer to his plate.
Are you suggesting my waffles need more?
Some healing takes more than one bite.
The porch is still creaky, still sunlit. But now there's a coffee ring on the table, a paw print on the fridge, and warmth that didn't exist yesterday. The bear was here. And he made waffles. Porchlandia is an original work created by Brent. All stories, characters and music are protected under copyright 2026. All rights reserved. The porch light stays on,